There. Let's check a bad influence. Okay, what do you guys think about violence in the media? Like violence in movies, in TV shows, in video games, in music, and etc. Is it good? Is it not good? Is it okay? What do you think?
I think is is not good, but is the social reality, and
Okay.
so the children needs to understand step by step about of the reality of the life.
Okay. So which of these statements about violence in the media do you agree with?
Teacher, what is
No.
harmless?
Not bad.
Okay.
It depends of the children.
But
Uh,
harmless. It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
Okay. I think maybe the number 3, it's harmful to children.
So you think it's harmful to children? Okay. What about you, Natividad? And you, Manuel?
About the violence.
number 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 one, it can make people aggressive, but it's depend for the mind of children.
Okay.
I think is depending the parents. Because for example, everybody knows that there are music. There is violence in the music or in the TV or movies, but the parents can use that programs or movies to give an example to the children. For example, you don't, hey children, you don't have to do that. I don't know. And about the number one, it can make people aggressive. Maybe yes, but maybe no, because for example, I have 3 children and they watch programs or movies with a little violence, and they are no people aggressive.
Okay. So maybe number one, but maybe not sometimes. Okay. And Emmanuel, what did you say?
I talked about of the it's depend for of the mind of the children.
Depends on the mind of the children. So what do you think is the correct one? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Number one and two.
1 and 2. Okay, so this one, it can make people aggressive, and 2, it's harmless entertainment. They are not the same, they are opposite.
Okay, so about of that I say you number one.
Number 1, okay, perfect, number 1. So we're going to read an article about violence in video games. Do you play video games, guys?
Yes, I love the video games.
When I was
Natividad?
little.
When you were little, Maria? And you, Natividad?
Yeah.
You play games
Oh,
now?
yeah, when I was a child.
Really? You don't play games now?
No.
Did you play violent video games?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to love Street Fighter. I love
Many years
I love
ago.
Chun-Li and those the characters. I love that
Gil,
game.
right? Gil and Ken and
Blanca.
Ice
Blanca,
mhm.
yes.
Yeah,
Vega was my favorite.
You're mean, huh? In the video
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's read this little article. And according to the article, what is most disturbing about violence in the media? What you need to do is focus on the question, okay? When I give you the article, don't read the complete article. Instead, look for directly the keywords in the question. What are the keywords in the question, guys?
Disturbing,
disturbing,
Disturbing, what else?
violence
violent,
And
in media.
in the media, okay? Those are the keywords. So that's what you need to look for. And I will give you 30 seconds. Are you ready?
ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me set the clock. 30 seconds and go. What is most disturbing about violence in the media? All right, guys, time's up. Perfect, Emmanuel. Thank you, mister. So what is most disturbing?
extreme violence and killing.
Let's see. Here, one of the keywords is most disturbing. And here we have it here. Most disturbing. Do you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is most disturbing?
It's not just in adult entertainment.
There you go. The answer is, it's not just in adult entertainment. What does that mean?
That this is not only for adults,
Exactly. And what does that mean?
that it could.
It's for the children too.
It's also in children entertainment too, right?
Yeah.
That's what it says is the most disturbing. Yes, Emmanuel?
Yes.
Emmanuel? Yeah, perfect. So there you go. Right there. What is most disturbing is that it's not just in adult entertainment. Now, let's check another question. What is the trend in video game design? Are you ready? What are the keywords?
What does it mean? The trend.
Trend,
Exactly.
tendency,
Tendency.
inclination,
It's like a trading
direction.
topic.
What?
It's like in Facebook in YouTube says trading topic. It's the same.
Trending, yes.
Trending topic.
New in fashion. Yes, is that good?
See, good teacher, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Video game
All right.
design.
So what are the keywords, guys? Maria, Emmanuel, Natividad, what are the keywords in the question?
Game design.
Game design and trend.
And trade.
Excellent. Trend, game design. 30 seconds. Go.
Okay.
Yes, Fernanda, did you find it?
I think.
Can you highlight it, please? Mark it, just
Let-
like Emmanuel did.
Okay, let me see if I can. Is the number? Sorry, I did
Games.
something wrong. Is the number that include? Yeah, thank you. It's because I'm in the cell phone and it's complicated for me.
I'm here, don't
The
worry.
number of games. Yeah,
Sorry,
perfect.
sorry.
Very good. So the number of games that include extreme
Friends.
violence and killing.
Killing.
Yes.
Okay, next question.
Next question.
Natividad, can you read the question, please?
What has greatly influenced the television?
Yes. What are the keywords?
Influence
Greater
on
influence
television?
in television.
Greater
There.
influence on television.
30 seconds. Go. Okay, guys, time's up. Talk to me. Do you know where it's at?
Yes.
Where?
And the number 3.
Number 3 problem.
Number 3. Can you highlight it? Mark it, please.
Yeah.
Perfect, Emmanuel. There you go. Great. So the answer is
Video games.
video games. Very good. Thank you, mister. Next question.
Next, please.
One more time. Maria, can you read the question, please?
What's the percentage of junior high school students familiar with violent video games? Sorry, it's because called enter to my cell phone. Sorry.
Keywords.
Percentage.
Percentage of junior high school students
Junior high school students.
violent video games.
Violent video games. Perfect. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Did you find it?
Oh,
Yeah. Thanks to Emmanuel.
All right. Thanks to Honor. He was fast, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was easy. Now, where do these sentences fit in the article? Before we do this, before this guy, we're going to read the entire article. Right there. Read it, please. I will give you 3 minutes. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Sorry guys, what are we supposed to do?
Read.
Okay,
Just read.
sorry.
Are you finished?
No.
Finish, guys?
No, teacher.
All right, let me know when you finished. Hello, guys?
Sorry.
It's okay. Are you reading?
Yes.
All right. Natividad, are you reading?
Okay, I finished.
Okay. Emmanuel, are you finished?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Natividad, are you finished? I'm not sure if Natividad is here. His microphone is on. Natividad, can you hear me? Okay, this is the next one. Where do these sentences fit in the article? Write the correct letters in the spaces. There is one extra sentence. So furthermore, children who enjoy aggressive video and computer games show less pro-social behavior such as helping people. Where does this sentence fit in the article? The article has 4 spaces.
For
Okay, it has number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4.
number no, it's number 6. Paragraph number 6.
Number 6,
This is one.
but there is no room for the sentence.
Oh,
Like I told you, there is 1 in paragraph 1, 2 in paragraph 4, 3 in paragraph 5, and 4 in paragraph 7. So where does the sentence fit in?
okay. Okay. Can you okay, thank you.
There is the story right here. Can you read it, guys? Maria and Emmanuel, can you read the story, or would you like me to send it to the WhatsApp group?
I can't read here.
No, what about you, Manuel?
The complete article?
Yeah, the article. Can you read the article?
Yes.
Okay. Fernanda, you need me to send it to the WhatsApp group?
No, it's okay, teacher. I can read it here.
You can? Okay, perfect. Continue, please.
Okay, I think the letter A is in the blank one, I think.
Paragraph.
Letter A is 1?
I think. I'm not sure, but I think.
I
Okay,
think
so here
paragraph
is the story.
2.
So number 1 is letter D. Number 2 is letter E.
Okay.
So continue, please.
Band. Number B is letter B is number 4. Letter C is not in the text.
Letter C, okay.
The text don't say about the music.
So letter A, where can we put letter A? Number 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Number 2.
Number 2, okay. Do you agree, Fernanda?
I don't know. Now I know that it's not in the number 1, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Mm,
Number B is letter B is number 4. D number 1 and E number 3.
E number 3. B number 1.
No, B number 4
B number 4.
and D number 1.
What do you think, Fernanda?
yeah, I'm agree with the
I agree.
Okay, sorry. I agree with the letter D and maybe with the it's because I'm not sure. That's why. Mm, person. Aware. What is the word? Aware, like being careful.
What?
Aware.
Aware
Uh-huh.
is that you know what the condition is, the reality. You are
Okay.
aware. That means that you know, you're conscious about your surroundings, the environment, the situation.
Okay. Okay, the number 4 is the no, I can see it.
I know I changed it.
Okay.
So once again, by the age of 11, a US child will typically have seen 8,000 murders on TV. Where would that go? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1.
Number 1.
Wow. So that is letter
D.
D.
D. Next. The short answer seems to be yes. Where will that go?
The number 2.
Number 3. Oh,
3 or 2? 2 or 3?
I think 2. I don't know.
yes, number 2. Okay.
Number 2. That is letter E.
Yeah.
And the next one. Furthermore, children who enjoy aggressive video and computer games show less prosocial behavior, such as helping people.
I think that one is the number 3.
Number 3.
Because the letter B said something about the parents, and the number 4 says
Number 4.
something about parents.
Parents need to be more aware of the violent games that the children are playing.
Number 4.
Perfect. That is letter B in number 4. Perfect, guys. All right. Thank you. Well, let's continue. Parents of teenagers are also concerned about violent music lyrics. Where would that go?
Isn't the article don't
Does
have
not go anywhere, right?
about the music?
Okay, now formal expressions. Find more formal ways in the article of expressing the underlying ideas. These ideas. Started looking at. Write the number of the words indicated. 4 words. That means that in the article, this expression is in 4 words. Now, do you need the, here it is. Researchers have started looking at video games. In the article, started looking at. How is it in the article?
In paragraph 2?
In paragraph 2, 4 words.
Children who watch it many hours.
But in the sentence number 1, there is no children. Can you read sentence number 1?
Researchers have started looking at video games.
Now the expression it started looking at, it's in the article in a different way.
Yes.
The whole sentence, researchers have started looking at video games. The whole sentence is in the article. The difference is the verb, it started looking at. That's different. How is it in the article?
Have turned their attention. Researchers have turned their attention to the problem of violence.
Of violence, okay. Now I need only 4 words. So what are the 4 words?
Have turned their attention.
So have is 1, turn their attention. So like that. So let's begin with number 1. Researchers have turned their attention. Is that correct? Guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, have. Okay, hold on, let me do this. I'm going to erase this guy in the top. Now what we need to do is write the expression in the article. The first word is, what's the first word? Word number 1, have. Next.
Turn their attention.
Turn their attention. Now, is that correct, guys? Have?
No.
Fernanda, Natividad. My gosh.
The help me, Fernanda.
Oh, sorry.
Have turned the
So what are we going? What is it supposed that we are going to do?
Complete the activity. But have turned their attention.
4 words.
So the first one is the word have. So I wrote it right there. Have. Then it's turn. I wrote it right there. Turn. Number 3, there. And the last one, attention. Because I need 4 words. It's asking for 4 words.
Researchers have
But now
turned,
I have this. Researchers
have
have. Is
no,
that correct?
no, researchers
No,
have turned their attention to video games.
What?
Researchers have turned their attention to video games. It's
Well, let's repeat it again. What are the words? 4 words.
this word.
okay, only turn their attention to.
Just their attention to.
Turn their attention to.
Turn their attention to. That is the correct expression.
Yes.
Okay. Next, number 2. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put this. Now, number 2. Some games have really bad violence and killing. It's asking for 1 word in paragraph 3. So
Just-
in paragraph 3, it's this sentence. That sentence.
Yes, teacher.
Some games have really bad violence and killing, with the exception that in the article, this expression is in only 1 word. What word is that?
blame it.
Aggressive
Aggressive?
behavior.
Aggressive behavior? 1 word.
Blame it.
1 word. 1 word is to be here, and it is in number 3.
This one.
Okay, so let's see.
Often
Violent
blame.
games are often blamed. Some
Blame.
games have blame.
Violent games are often, but what, I don't know what is the meaning of blame.
It's your fault.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not correct. Can you?
Concern about
Uh,
extreme. Some games have extreme violence.
just one.
There.
That's the word.
Extreme. 1 word. Extreme violence and killing. Okay, let's go for the next one. Number 3. People who don't like video games say they're harmful. It's asking for 2 words in paragraph 3. Can you find it?
Especially young people, violent games are often blamed for aggressive. People who don't like video games say they are harmful. 2 words.
3,
Uh,
2, 50, something.
Violence and killing. Critics, video games.
People who
Especially young people.
just don't people.
That's young people.
Okay, let's see. Young people. Is the sentence correct? Young people video games?
No.
Young people video games. Is that correct?
Good extreme violence critics of
No,
video.
Natividad, I can't hear you. Maybe you need to check your microphone. Check the settings on your microphone. So guys, it's not young people.
Hello.
People who don't like critics.
Hello.
Just
Hello?
two words.
Critics of video games say that are harmful.
Critics. Oh,
Oh, but the
Critics.
word we got that. That's the
What?
two words we need. Critics of those are the words
two
that we need.
words. Yes. So it's over here. Critics of.
Hello.
Yes, mister. Now I hear you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Number 4. Players think they are like the characters in the games. Two words, paragraph 5.
People feel? No. No.
Players identify
Identify.
with and take on the role of killers in the games. But I don't know how many words do we need?
Two words.
Two words.
Okay, players
Identify with.
take on. Oh, no.
Identify with.
Identify with.
Mhm.
Perfect. So the answer is
Please identify with. Yes.
right here.
Yes.
And the next one. Children knew about games that their parents hadn't heard of. 3 words, paragraph 7.
For instance,
It's in paragraph.
engage.
No.
No.
Paragraph 7, 3 words.
Okay.
Children.
Engaging with this.
The word.
No.
Say they.
Okay.
Children were familiar with
But even here. But even here.
We're familiar with. Perfect. There you go. Okay, guys? And the answer is right here.
But the complete sentence is right, teacher. Children were familiar with games that they had in here.
Yep. Okay. Any other question?
Okay.
Violence in video games is a very difficult subject. Two words, paragraph 7. Difficult subject. Two words, paragraph 7.
Complex issue.
Complex issue.
What?
This
Complex.
complex issue.
Complex issue.
Complex issue. It's a very complex issue.
Complex issue. Right there. There, guys. Now we have all the answers. So number 1, researchers have, and what is the answer, guys?
Start looking at video games.
And what is the answer?
Turned.
Sincere.
Oh, you have to remember.
Just I remember
Have
6.
turned their attention to. Okay.
Complex issue.
Sorry.
Turn their attention to. Number 2,
Extreme.
extreme. Number 3,
Because we can like
Critics
There two. I don't remember.
critics of.
Video games,
number 4,
identify true
I can remember.
Identify with.
with
We're
5,
familiar with.
the familiar with
and number 6,
Issue.
Complex issue, the last one.
Complex
complex issue. Perfect, guys. Thank you very much. Now here, what new facts? We're going to skip over this. This is just a conversation between you guys to give your opinions about this, but we have no time. So listening and speaking, they are just games. Listen to a part of a lecture about violence in the media. Choose the best phrase to complete a summary of the speaker's argument. So this is a summary. They're blank between violence in the media and crime. Now, what is a correct completion of this sentence? Letter A, letter B, or letter C? What do you think, guys?
I think
A.
Letter A.
for me that's the number C.
Letter C.
Letter A.
Letter A, letter C.
Letter
Fernanda.
A.
What, Fernanda?
A.
A.
Or
A. Natividad?
A.
All right, now what you have to do is listen and check.
Page 27. Lesson D. Violence and the media. Choose the best phrase to complete the summary of the speaker's argument.
There is a lot of concern these days about violence in our media. Some psychologists who study this issue argue that violence on TV, in movies, and in music is responsible for making people more violent in their thoughts and actions. Take, for example, violent video games. The problem with video games, researchers say, is that playing them makes people feel more violent and behave more aggressively towards others. Violent video games are the main cause of violent crime and other social problems. But can this be true? And what are the facts? Well, let's look first at the statistics. Over the last 25 years, there has been a huge increase in the sales of video games in the US, as well as in other countries. However, during that time, the number of violent crimes that are committed by young people has actually fallen. In fact, youth crime in the US is the lowest it has been for over 30 years. This suggests that there is no clear link between playing video games and committing violent crime. Second, the majority of young people play video games. Research shows that around 90% of boys and 40% of girls are gamers. However, the majority of young people are not violent and do not commit antisocial acts. So the numbers do not add up to the claim that violent entertainment makes people violent. Now, critics say that games desensitize people to killing. But games are games, and reality is reality. People, including young people, can tell the difference between fact and fiction. Every day they learn lessons about right and wrong from their families, school, and society. For them, these games are just that, games. Now, it is possible that violent video games may have an impact on some people. They may have some influence on people who are already aggressive or violent, or who live in difficult situations. However, there is no evidence that video game playing turns normal people into killers. Let's not forget either that around 60% of gamers are adults. As an adult, surely I have the right to choose what to watch and play. This is a complex issue, but we really shouldn't worry too much that violence in video games, movies, and TV is making our kids more violent.
So what did the guy say? A, B, or C?
Well, first of all, well, to stay focused on the dialogue, I think the correct answer is letter B.
Letter B? What about you guys?
Yeah, I think the same, that is the letter B, because it says that the crimes, the level of crimes, I don't know how to say have fallen, and I think that's why the letter B is the correct.
Okay, Natividad,
Oh, I think it's the letter B.
letter B.
Letter B.
And Emmanuel?
Because
All right. Now, letter B.
Letter B is the correct.
Is the correct answer.
Yeah, because that guy talks about a lot of people that play games. It's an adult,
Mhm.
a lot of people, yeah, and don't
So-
have they don't have a proofs about they became some killers. I don't know, as assassins.
Assassins.
Sorry.
All right. So we need to listen again. The same lecture, the same person, the same story, and circle the options to complete the information about the lecture. Number one, the speaker agrees or does not agree that violent entertainment makes people aggressive.
We're going to listen again.
Yes, we can listen, but let's try to view the questions first. What do you think? The speaker agrees or does not agree?
Does
The
not
speaker
agree.
agrees.
What?
Speaker agrees.
Agrees. And who said something else? Okay.
Agree.
Number 2. Over the last 25 years, there has been a rise or a drop in violent youth crimes.
Rise.
Right.
Rise. Number 3, 90% of boys and 14 or 40% of girls play video games.
40.
Number 4, he says that people can or can't tell the difference between fact and fiction.
Can't.
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 Number 5, he claims that there is some or no evidence that games turn people into killers.
Some.
No,
Listen again and check, okay?
Page 27. 3. Listen.
Some psychologists who There is a lot of concern these days about violence in our media. Some psychologists who study this issue argue that violence on TV, in movies, and in music is responsible for making people more violent in their thoughts and actions. Take, for example, violent video games. The problem with video games, researchers say, is that playing them makes people feel more violent and behave more aggressively towards others. Violent video games are the main cause of violent crime and other social problems. But can this be true? And what are the facts? Well, let's look first at the statistics. Over the last 25 years, there has been a huge increase in the sales of video games in the US, as well as in other countries. However, during that time, the number of violent crimes that are committed by young people has actually fallen. In fact, youth crime in the US is the lowest it has been for over 30 years. This suggests that there is no clear link between playing video games and committing violent crime. Second, the majority of young people play video games. Research shows that around 90% of boys and 40% of girls are gamers. However, the majority of young people are not violent and do not commit antisocial acts. So the numbers do not add up to the claim that violent entertainment makes people violent. Now, critics say that games desensitize people to killing. But games are games, and reality is reality. People, including young people, can tell the difference between fact and fiction. Every day they learn lessons about right and wrong from their families, school, and society. For them, these games are just that, games. Now, it is possible that violent video games may have an impact on some people. They may have some influence on people who are already aggressive or violent, or who live in difficult situations. However, there is no evidence that video game playing turns normal people into killers. Let's not forget either that around 60% of gamers are adults. As an adult, surely I have the right to choose what to watch and play. This is a complex issue, but we really shouldn't worry too much that violence in video games, movies, and TV is making our kids more violent.
All right, guys, please compare your answers. What do you have for each one of the sentences?
I think the first one is does not agree. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, because at the end he says that,
agrees.
yeah, he agrees, yes. At the beginning I thought that he doesn't agree, but at the end he said something.
I think the answer is correct, but I don't know number 4, only number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4 is can't.
Can't?
Yes.
It's negative. Can't.
Yes. Negative.
Okay.
Number 3,
Agree.
40.
I
Number
think
2 is rice. And number
rice.
5 is
40.
some.
I
Number
think
three,
the number
40.
2 is raw.
Number
I don't know.
three.
I don't know if I'm correct.
What's your answer?
Number 5.
Ra-
Number 5.
No. Number 5 is no evidence.
No evidence.
Yes.
uh-huh.
Ready,
Then
guys?
agree, rice, 40, can't, and no. Right? Are you sure?
Okay, guys, let's check it
Right,
out.
teacher.
What do you have for number 1?
Agrees.
Agree.
Agree.
Number 2,
Right.
I have draw.
you have a drop? Okay, I'm gonna put it in a different color. Drop. Number 3,
40.
40.
4,
Can't.
Exactly, but can. Manuel say that.
and 5.
No.
No.
No. All right. Okay, now with the exception of number 2, that you have the 2 answers, on the other ones, on these guys, you have 2 incorrect.
My God.
Would you like to listen again, or you want the answers?
Listen again.
Listen again. Perfect. Listen again.
Page 27. Threction about the lecture.
There is a lot of concern these days about violence in our media. Some psychologists who study this issue argue that violence on TV, in movies, and in music is responsible for making people more violent in their thoughts and actions. Take, for example, violent video games. The problem with video games, researchers say, is that playing them makes people feel more violent and behave more aggressively towards others. Violent video games are the main cause of violent crime and other social problems. But can this be true? And what are the facts? Well, let's look first at the statistics. Over the last 25 years, there has been a huge increase in the sales of video games in the US, as well as in other countries. However, during that time, the number of violent crimes that are committed by young people has actually fallen. In fact, youth crime in the US is the lowest it has been for over 30 years. This suggests that there is no clear link between playing video games and committing violent crime. Second, the majority of young people play video games. Research shows that around 90% of boys and 40% of girls are gamers. However, the majority of young people are not violent and do not commit antisocial acts. So the numbers do not add up to the claim that violent entertainment makes people violent. Now, critics say that games desensitize people to killing. But games are games, and reality is reality. People, including young people, can tell the difference between fact and fiction. Every day they learn lessons about right and wrong from their families, school, and society. For them, these games are just that, games. Now, it is possible that violent video games may have an impact on some people. They may have some influence on people who are already aggressive or violent, or who live in difficult situations. However, there is no evidence that video game playing turns normal people into killers. Let's not forget either that around 60% of gamers are adults. As an adult, surely I have the right to choose what to watch and play. This is a complex issue, but we really shouldn't worry too much that violence in video games, movies, and TV is making our kids more violent.
What is that?
Number 5 said he claimed that there is some evidence that a game turn people into killers.
There is some? Like that? Guys?
Yes, guys.
I don't remember, but I remember that the number 4 is can in positive.
Yeah, the sounds is almost the same.
So can positive, number 4. What else, guys? Number 3, 2, and 1. Any changes?
I think it's correct like this because the number 1 and the number 5, if you have one positive and one negative, is not making sense.
Yeah, but number 5 I think is no, and maybe I'm not sure, but number 1 maybe does not agree.
Guys, what do you think?
I think too this it does not agree.
Okay. Number 2?
Rice.
Draw.
Drop.
Draw? Who said
Yes.
rice? Somebody said rice.
Rice.
Nobody?
The first time we listen the audio, I say right, but no.
Now it's draw?
Okay.
Emmanuel, Everett, Maria?
I think the same drop.
Drop, okay. Okay, now does not agree, drop, 40, can and no. You have 5 correct answers.
My God. Finally.
I think that we're fine.
Yeah, it's good, right? That was really good.
Yeah.
What do you think? Great. Now we have to do this activity, but we are out of time. We are finished for today. How was the class, guys?
Very good teacher for me. Very,
What?
very good.
Ah, it was good?
Yes, very good because my biggest problem in the English is the listening skill, and I need that exercise.
Yeah, that's good. It's good that you practice.
Thank you.
What about the rest? How was the class?
Yes. Now I know that I need to practice my listening.
Okay, very good, mister.
That's my lesson today.
I don't have problems with listening, but well, all my struggle is with as the as yesterday to identify the time. But yeah, I'm focused. I'm focusing in those parts about to get all the how to handle all the verbs in different times.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. There is no homework for right now, except the homework that is pending, okay? The conditionals, second conditional, third conditional, and mixed conditionals. That will be the homework, okay? We still need to
teacher.
check it.
Thank you.
And I will see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
You, teacher.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.